Video journal entry 56 for the year, April 30th, 2026. Well, today is the big day. I'm out of corporate America. Indefinitely. I can't believe it. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh my gosh. I was talking about this for a while. I feel like I have something in my eye. I've been talking about taking this break for some time and just kind of jumping off of the cliff and seeing what happens. And it's starting now. It's a new beginning. It feels crazy. But I felt like I had to do it. My contract actually ended in May, but I put in my 2 weeks ago to end today because I just thought to myself, I was thinking about it for a while. Like, should I just put in my 2 weeks? And I was thinking about this whole situation, how leaving the job and going all in with myself, that was something I had been wanting to do, and I just didn't do it. I did a kind of half compromise of going part-time, but I didn't really take that leap. And then the decision was made for me, and my contract was not going to be renewed. And I didn't like that because it's I like to have what's the word for it? Like, my grasp over my life. I'm not one for letting life just happen to me. I know there are things in life that you can't help, like, it just happens, but things that you can control, I didn't like how it was a choice I needed to make, that I wanted to make, and I didn't do it, and then the decision just got made for me. So I thought to myself, as an ode to myself, as a sign of faith and belief in myself and self-conviction, let me just put in this 2 weeks to say that I believe in myself that much, that even this month's worth of salary isn't going to mean anything in the greater grand scheme of things. So I put in my 2 weeks notice, and today's the last day. Oh man, I have a plan, but plans always don't go as planned, So I have a few challenges and things I want to do to get the ball rolling. I'm going to be starting on the 1,000 rejections challenge. I've been kind of soft launching it a little bit, but it's time to really get to it and really start having some asks, and we'll see how it goes. I guess this evening I just came back from a really good show. I went to see a show. I didn't catch the performer's name. I don't know how to say it, but I'll type it out. It was a kora player and an accordion player, and it was really good, and it was just what I needed to kind of kick things off, get me in a creative flow and thinking and feeling and just being ready to move my body in motion of what I wanted to be doing. I think it was the perfect thing to commemorate leaving corporate. But man, that's been I think a lot of the month. A lot of the month has been spent with me thinking, what am I gonna do next? What are my plans gonna be? How am I gonna get afloat and get things situated? I think that's what I've been thinking about a lot. Like I said, just a lot of getting my mind situated and getting my mind situated in a way where my body moves in accordance. I was feeling a little nervous, but I'm excited, For the most part, I'm really excited to see what happens next. I've worked on a lot of things that are putting me in a better place to do better than what I would have done before, because I was having these thoughts, not now, but before I would have these thoughts well, what's going to change if I do this now? What's going to change from what I've been doing before, X, Y, and Z? And I worked on a lot of ridding myself of learned helplessness, where I feel that way anymore. And I more so feel optimistic. I think to myself, well, the last attempt was that attempt. This one is a brand new one. I literally wrote down a whole few journals pages of everything that it took to get my groove back. Because I'm feeling like I said before, I think I was in the same place last month. So it's good to know that things are carrying over. But I feel alive, and I want to breathe. And I just feel everything. I feel great. And it's funny because it's it felt like the world is just rapidly changing in bad ways, and so many crazy things are happening, but I feel happy and optimistic, and I'm able to create again how I want to be creating. And I thought to myself, well, how did I get to this point, from being at a point where I was super hesitant to do anything to finally feeling able to do what I want to do. So I wrote down a bunch of things, and one of those things was, I said, unlearning like learned helplessness and like unraveling my concepts in relationship with shame and things like that. So I'm most excited. I'm excited to try as many things as possible, feel as possible. I just feel optimistic that even if I needed to get a job again, I think I'll be able to. I'm no longer living in these confines of reality where it's like some people might think to yourself and think like, oh, this economy, da 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 da, and I hear it. It's very real, but at the same time, I'm no longer living my life to the confines of this whole reality. Because if you think about it, we're literally living in times that are like heavily manipulated. Power, like you have people with a lot of power just manipulating everything, and the masses are just scrambling and feeling it while they're like living pieces and cream, roses and flowers. So I'm like, I'm not subsiding myself to that type of manipulation. Like, yeah, the economy is this, that is very real. Like when you're in the thick of it, it is very real. But at the same time, when you look back and it's like, somebody's literally just like doing things on a whim and we're all feeling it. So no, why don't I just do things on a whim for myself? Why don't I manipulate and rework and rewire my reality for myself versus letting somebody else do that and just sitting on the wayside and letting life happen? So I feel optimistic. Today when I was at the show, I was buying a CD from the people who were having the concert, and the person was ringing me up, and my card wasn't working, and they were like, these heavy cards, because like I guess my card is like a little heavier. They were like, these heavy cards. These are cards that you get when you're a little bit more successful in life. Sometimes they don't like scan on the chip. It's like you trying to like scan my chip, and I was thinking like how funny, because it's like literally I'm jobless now. So, but here somebody is like perceiving me as like a successful person, and I just thought to myself like that is affirmation that I'm going to be flourishing 10x from now. I'm going to be super abundantly successful, and that is affirmation to me. I'm excited. We'll see where next month goes. I'm planning something. I'm trying to make this a big catalyst month. Not too many expectations, but like I'm just going to be trying to push myself to do things a little bit more out of the ordinary. Just more things that can lead to more of a catalyst push onto this next journey. So hopefully next month I have some exciting things to like go over and talk about. We'll see how that goes. We'll recap, regroup. But yeah, that was it for me this month. I feel like the month is flying by. Even when I was like looking back at my journal for the month, it just felt like it was just, as I was reading it, it just felt like the ideas were about the same and they were just flying past. So we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. For the next month, I'm going to be trying to lock in a lot on pottery. I feel like my mind has been just so many places, and it's like very hard for me to like think and stick to one thing. I'm trying to like force myself to focus on the one thing. So I really want to lock in with pottery, because I feel like I made a list a long time ago of like all my interests and how I want to prioritize them, how I want to prioritize trying to achieve them. And like pottery and ceramics was like on the forefront of like priorities, because I felt like I have a good foundation to build off of. And like I'm at a good place with that to see like what I can build off of with that. So that's what I'm going to do. But let me hurry up. This is it for me this week. I'm back home really late, so I have to like hurry up and wrap this up. That's it. Oh, I got a new guitar. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute and pretty. I got it on Facebook Marketplace. She's perfect. I wanted an acoustic to be practicing on. I have my electric. That's the only one I have. I felt like I have a Hannah Montana guitar storage, but I haven't seen that in years. So I wanted to like get an acoustic that I can play with. This is her. She's so cute and pretty. Get this down. But yeah, that's it for me. Hoping for bigger and better things, as the year goes by. And yeah, see you next month. Bye.